Hello guys, welcome back to another video here on my channel. In today's video we're gonna take a look at Fireball Rocketloons tutorial for beginners. We're gonna take a look at a few bases, one with the hook tower, a second one with another hook tower, but where it's more difficult to get the hook tower out with the Fireball. And after that we're gonna take a look at a base where you have basically no Fireball value. And I'm gonna explain in all attacks like what my thoughts are and why I try to do this. If you still have any further questions, please let me know down in the comments below, or you can also ask me on Discord. My username is in the description down below. So if you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and now have fun. So this one is the first base right here, and as you can see we have the hook tower far in the middle of the base. And in bases like this, it kind of doesn't really matter where you go with the Fireball as long as you get the hook tower out. Like as you can see, if you get the Fireball on this Inferno tower, if you get it on the Rage tower or on the other Inferno tower, it doesn't all matter as long as you get the hook tower out. Because this base right here, as you can see, it's kind of symmetrical here on the bottom side like on the top side, which means if the warden will go this path right here, you can clean follow it up with the heroes from the top side, which means that it would be perfect to like get a good funnel set with this compartment right here. Luckily right there is the Rage tower, and if you like get the Fireball right onto this Rage tower right here, you will also get the hook tower out, since the radius of the Fireball is 4 tiles and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles right here, so you will get this hook tower out as well. So we will try to do it like this. And now we were a little bit unlucky with those two black mines that immediately took out the Sneezy right here. Also that the Rage tower triggered here is also not ideal, since the Ricochet cannon will lock onto the warden and deal a lot of damage. In my case right here, I think I had to burn. Okay, we immediately go with the Fireball, but if you want to take out this Ricochet cannon with the warden first, that's also okay, since you can save 1 invisibility if you do it like this. But as you can see, we get a clean Fireball right onto the Rage tower, get the whole compartment out, and very important, the hook tower in the middle. Now we waiting for the warden to kill the king, and now as you can see it's basically all set. And as you can see, I think I'm like 20 seconds in the attack, and I already started with the siege barrack. In most of the scenario, as soon as you shot the Fireball and you know where the warden is going, immediately start with the Sui, since the time is the biggest issue in this strategy. And as you can see, the warden is also not under too much damage right here, so if he got till here, it would be much harder to start with the Sui from the top and managing the warden at the same time. So just start as soon as you know that the warden will go to the bottom side and the Fireball is shot. So now, since we don't have the Sneezy, I test with some Rocketloons for some black mines, and now we start with the Sui. As you can see, if the queen is alone on the warden right here, you don't need any spells, you can just take her out. But this is only if nothing is on the warden. Now as you can see, we get a good king ability, opening everything up and also damaging the buildings in the back side, on the back end. Now here it is getting a little bit more trickier, since we have the multi-arch tower and the new cannon right here. So that's why I just raged and invested the warden, since the Rocketloons can deal a lot of damage to the warden. Now as you can see, we beautifully get through everything, and as you can see, the queen will take out the town hall. And now This is the case where it's not that good that the warden will join with the heroes. We'll take a look at the next attack where this should happen, but as you can see right here, the warden will take a lot of damage and immediately dies, so that's why I freeze, but wasn't really a great freeze right there. But we managed it, and now as you can see we just come in with the Royal Champion for the back end, and we still have 8 Rocketloons, some spells and a lot of cleanup troops, so this should be a GG, and I would say we immediately jump into the next replay. Alright, so here on the next base we see that the hook tower is very isolated in the core and there are not like that many buildings around it. And it's not really worth it to like go for any of those. Like let's say this builder hut right here. It's like it's very difficult to get to. I mean, yes, it's not impossible, but like still like you have to go through a lot of damage. The CC, the ground ball, the ricochet cannon, the scatter shot. There is just a lot of damage and it's kind of complicated. Also the same thing for the town hall. You have to go to 2 heroes and so on. So here on bases like this, there are like 2 types of scenarios what you can do. The first thing is obviously you need a good fireball, like that's basically in every attack. But the good thing is on Town Hall 17 there is basically everywhere a spot where you get good value. Here, this base, I have to be honest, it's looking a little bit weird, but we'll see if you get the fireball here onto this bomb tower right here, we will get out all of this one right here. So you get a good fireball on this bomb tower, and now what you can do, the first thing is you either let the warden like go on his own, let's for example say down here, or the second thing what you can also do is you get the fireball right here, you take the value, and after that let the warden join your heroes, the king and the queen, to go inside the town hall. Since the hook tower will pull the king inside, you will open up the whole base, and with the rage gem on the healers, the queen basically never dies. So she will get everything, like literally everything in here. And if she doesn't get everything, you will still have the Royal Champion for the end. So yeah, it kind of depends what method you use. I basically do it, let's say you get good value right here with the fireball, and you have a really stacked like area with other defenses. I will let the warden join the heroes just to get like through the heavy defenses right at the beginning quicker and easier. But if you have a base like this, as you can see here, it's like not that much damage. I will just let the warden go on his own. You just need to be quick because of the hook tower. So yeah. But the thing is, if you do it like this with the warden on his own, you just need to be careful because of the hook tower. But it's just a little bit more time efficient, and like I said in the replay before, the time is kind of your biggest concern in this strategy right here. So what we do, as you can see, I start and immediately will throw the fireball right here, and you see how I place my warden, because I knew that I wanted him to go through or like to the bottom side. And now as you can see, I think we will immediately start with the siege barrack on the top side. Yes, right here it comes. And I just tap on the hook tower right here so that you can see the range of it. Also with the furnaces, and now we even now start with the heroes. Wall break right here. Since you took out the CC, you can just poison the enemy king and the minion prince. And now this is the moment where it's very good that the king got pulled. As you can see, he opened up everything. Like the queen literally can reach everything and those buildings which she can't, you can just use some Rocketloons. And also, by the way, if the king gets pulled by the hook tower, the chance that the hook tower will be destroyed is like pretty high. So as soon as the king is popped, you know you don't have to worry about the warden getting pulled in. So you can just focus on your queen or whatever. As you can, the king even like triggered every trap in the core. And now, as you can see, there is like not that much left of this base. I mean, there is still the monolith, but this is the only thing. And we still have like almost every of our spells. We still have our royal champion. We have the king, the queen with ability, and the minions even like cleaning up on the top side. Now here once again, it's a little bit more unfortunate that the warden wants to join the queen. That's why I tried to freeze him, but that was not the best freeze what I did. But as you can see, the warden takes out the monolith, and in the end there is basically not much left. We still have our royal champion, and I can speed it up. As you can see, we can just now rage her, and we still have 5 invisibility and 1 freeze. And I think we even got like over a minute on the clock still left, but yeah. I would say we jump right into the next replay. Well, in the last 2 attacks, both kind of went perfectly. So that's why I thought I just bring one base in which, well, kind of not everything went perfect. And this is this base right here. As you can see, you have a rage tower right here, you have a rage tower here, right here. So you have like the damage on the bottom side and on the top side. And you have kind of also a little damage area right here. And this damage area right here is with the hook tower. In a base like this, I always try to go for the hook tower as long as you get like a few buildings more. As you can see, the ricochet cannon and the inferno tower and the inferno tower was in this case right here for me enough, since the fireball right here on this ricochet cannon is not that complicated, and as I said, we get good value out of it. But the hook tower actually pulled my warden because I was a little bit too late with my invisibilities on my warden, so I can speed it up right here. And the main purpose of this attack is like just so that you can see how like kinda you want to recover an attack. So as you can see right here, the hook tower actually locked onto my warden, and I kind of was a little bit late, and the warden gets pulled. And obviously the only thing what I can do right now is pop the fireball, but the warden is basically dead. So I immediately like put down my queen, since the healers right here, they are like, you need to keep them alive. Since you want to make out of the warden charge, you want to make a queen charge basically. And well, kinda like get the whole base with the queen. Now I was a little bit lucky that this was like not bad value. If you like get only like 2 or 3 buildings out of it, and it's like much likely only like just elixir collectors or something like that, it's obviously way harder. But yeah, you just need to be careful that the warden is not getting pulled. And that's why I basically all the time, if I face against the hook tower, place the furnaces before I threw the fireball, like right at the beginning. So yeah, as I said, we make a queen charge out of it and kinda try to get the whole base with the queen. We're funneling in with the king and with the siege barrack. Now I think the king even also walks in. Yeah, here on the bottom side there is an opening. The king will walk in, and with the earthquake boots we can kind of open up the base. So as you will see right in a second, the king will open up, and now kind of like the whole half of the base is like accessible for the queen with a wall break on this wall right here, or with the giant you will see later, and the rest you will need the royal champion. So now we deploy our furnaces, and a very good trick that you can do is place the furnace and the royal champion like in front of it, as you see right here. Since I don't play with the electro boots, so skeletons can be annoying, and that's why the furnaces can come in clutch and just clean those up, but they also can provide tanking on, for example, an expo, or they can like take shots from the multi-arch tower. With that, there is just less damage on the royal champion and more likely that she will survive. Now with the ice golem, we even could freeze both heroes, and with the headhunter and the furnace we can take them out. Now as you see, the furnace doing a good job with the skeletons. After that we can pop the royal champion ability, and yeah, in the end it gets kind of close, but a 3-star is a 3-star. So yeah, as you can see, the giant beautifully open up, and the royal champion will finish the base off. So yeah, they even have some spells to spare. So yeah, a little bit more closer this attack right here, but I would say we jump into another base. Alright, so here on the next base, and on this base, as you can see, once again you have the hook tower very isolated, and you have this kind of rage area here on this side. And on bases like this, I would just recommend you to go for the value with the fireball, because it's very hard to get a fireball near the hook tower, and after that you just still need to deal with the rage area right here on the bottom side, and that's just very difficult, especially if you need to burn a lot of like spells for the entry right here. And just let me tell you, you probably need like a lot of spells if you want to like get the fireball here on this hook tower right here. So that's why we gonna go on a building here on the rage tower. Probably the best value would be this arch tower, but I think I went for this scatter shot because I thought that I would get the CC, but I was mistaken. So I would just recommend you to go with this multi-arch tower right here. It's also way easier. So I would say we speed it up. And by the way, also here on this base, there are like 2 scenarios what you can do after the fireball. You either can let the warden join with the heroes, or you can just let the warden like do his thing and go to the top side. Here once again I wanted the warden to go to the top side. That's why I funneled those buildings right here on the bottom side, so that he has a clear funnel, so that he can go to the top side. Unfortunately, the warden died due to the king right here. I wasn't paying attention. I also played the flinger from the bottom side. I took out this expo right here. If an expo is like that far onto the outside, you can just use 3 to 4 Rocketloons to take it out. And as you can see with the flinger, we kind of basically get everything here on the bottom side. So pretty crazy value. But we focus here on the warden, because as you can see, we'll probably shoot the fireball right in a second. Take out the wizard tower, and now we can just freeze him. Yeah. By the way, I would just always recommend you, before you shoot the fireball, just freeze the warden with the new spell right here. I think it's just the best way to use it. And if you don't use it for this, you can just use it for example, an invisibility tower. Like if the warden attacks something, the invisibility tower will trigger. You can just freeze him and wait that the invisibility tower obviously will like run out. But except of that, I don't like know any good use cases for the new spell. So just use it for the fireball. It's just way easier. The warden will not run away. He will not run into damage and stuff. So yeah, use it for this. Now as you can see, I was focusing on the queen and the king on the bottom side, and the warden meanwhile on the top right here dies. And now luckily the healer could transfer very, very good. And now what you once again want to do is you want to get the king pulled in, pop his ability, and open up everything for the queen. Like this is the first thing that you want to like have if there is a hook tower. Now with the furnace, once again, I want to like kind of prepare for the royal champion. I want to damage up the king, but also like take out the skeletons that are maybe on the bottom side. We'll start from the bottom side since I think I had some time issues. That's why I already started with the royal champion. The queen beautifully will take out the whole core, and as you can see the furnace will kind of, the furnace is just so broken. It will take out the whole bottom, I think, with the royal champion now supporting it. But as you can see, in the end, it's once again close, but it will go through. And I would say we jump right into that last base. Alright, so here in the last base, and this kind of should be a base where like you don't really have like good fireball value. And on bases where like it's everything a little bit more spread out, my goal is always to go for the CC, because most likely with the CC you also get like an Inferno Tower, maybe a second Inferno Tower, and the most important, the CC. Since I said a lot of times in this video, I think time is the biggest concern with Warden Walk, and if you just like get out the ice golems without fighting them, it's just like the best thing that you can, or like that can happen to you. So on bases like this, I always try to go for the CC, and if like there is nothing around the CC, I think there is like nearly almost in every base like somewhere where you get something. Like for example, if you don't have anything around the CC, you still would get like some value around here on this air defense, for example. Yeah, just those things. But if I can, I would like go for the CC on those bases. So that's what I did. I can speed it up with the Warden Walk right here. We're starting from the bottom side. Now we try to get the fireball here on this poison tower, since we get the scatter shot out of it, we get the Inferno Tower out of it, the second Inferno Tower, and most important the CC right here. So once again we freeze it, and maybe that was a little bit too quick, but we deliver the fireball right on target. And now as you can see, we wait like where the warden is going, and as we can see he goes like to the monolith, and we immediately start with the sweep from the bottom side right here. And now like it's kind of basically just keep an eye on the warden at that point, because as you can see right now, he's under damage, and like that's basically the only concern on those bases. Like that's kind of a little bit the good thing, because there is like nowhere a part where you get really overwhelmed by anything. Because as you can see here on this base, there is not like really anywhere like damage where you can like lose your warden immediately. Like the only like part was really with this monolith and the multi-arch tower right here, but with a simply invisibility and rage tower, rage spell, you could overcome this. And as you can see, we kind of overkilled this. We still have our royal champion, and yeah, as you can see, pretty easy. We can even swag some spells. And with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And now, peace out.